Hey everyone, Jeff here. Before we start the episode, we have a brief message from one of our fellow actual play podcasters.
Okay, Gary, do you want to count me in?
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
30.
What?
29.
That's so high.
58.
What are you, Gary? What are you doing?
Well, you said to cut you down.
Okay, pick a smaller number. You
So
idiot.
picky. Okay. 3, 2.
What's going on, everybody? This is Alex and Garion from Critically Stupid. We are a Dungeons and Dragons real play podcast with new episodes available every other Friday on Spotify and YouTube. I would have to say that as the DM, my favorite parts of the show are the collaboration, the joint storytelling, and the sense of community that we're fostering across all of our socials as new listeners come in and interact with us and talk about their favorite parts of the show. Garion, what are some of your favorite parts about Critically Stupid?
That's a great question. I think my favorite part of the show is how the lives and relationships of everyone and anyone we interact with shatter at our touch and presence.
Critically Stupid. We make your lives better. Available every other Friday on Spotify and YouTube.
And now, back to the show. Hey everyone, this is Jeff, your GM, and welcome back to Big Campaign Stories. Our heroes have sent back Weezwaron to the Black Library in Korja. Oswald. It's been 2 days. The nightmares are still there. The multi-limbed robotic spider smashing into you. Your legs bound in luminescent webbing. It continues to screech in the cold hallway that you find yourself trapped in as you struggle while your pack won't launch. You awake in a cold sweat to the sounds of 2 older women. Deixa, Marie. He's a growing boy. He needs to rest. Não vou. O polvinho precisa de comida. Eu não vou parar. You kind of remember Lucius telling you to rest, and it works slow right now. As it comes back to you, the crab scurries took one look at your face and began holding you hostage. Almost as relentless as the spider is the older woman's stare when you try to explain that you're fine and you're good to go back to work. The smell of warm garbanzo bean soup fills the air as you see Donna Crabscurry and Sophia looking over at you as they bring you a full bowl. Sophia would ask, Are you okay? You're kicking.
I'll look down at my legs and expect to see like there's a blanket or something wrapped around my legs or something. Really hoping that's what's going on.
No, you've kicked off the blanket completely.
Yeah. I'll just say that I was feeling too hot in my sleep, which I'm sure does not come across very convincing at all.
Yeah, Donna will place her hand across the top of your head and say, Well, it's time to eat. And she'll push a bowl of soup into your lap.
Kind of half sit up and start slowly eating. I feel like I probably don't have much of an appetite right now, which is not like me.
But with that, we'll cut over to a repo in process.
Roll a lightsaber check.
What? I was going to do it after these, but go for it. Roll lightsaber check.
John can't wait. He needs a lightsaber now for this repo mission.
That's absolutely right. This is John playing as Lucius. And I got 17. John, roll yours.
This is Sean playing 4s, and I did not pull out a lightsaber. Mav.
Mav rolled, but cannot say words.
Oh, sorry. I'd muted. My dog was barking. Mav, I'm playing Dosh, and I rolled a 6 on my lightsaber. Jesse.
I'm Jesse. I'm playing Oswald. I need a lightsaber to eat my soup. Oh, God, I dropped it on the floor. Oh, no. It's okay. It was only a 9.
All right, you can allow your story to continue.
Thank you, John. But we cut over to a repo in process. A shiny, pretty home in downtown Dust Banter. A woman cuts up an onion before tossing it in with some eggs. As someone enters the home. As she looks at them, Arvin, I didn't even hear you come out of the shower. I was going to surprise you with some breakfast.
Oh, I don't have time for that, sweetie. And I'm rifling through some mail that was on a sideboard by the door.
Okay, well, I'll pack this up for you. And she'll reach to grab a container.
Oh, I really don't have time for that. I'm running late. I lost my keys.
She'll stop and, give me a moment. As she'll start looking around the kitchen before drifting off into another room.
All right. I'm going to slip a bold requisitions notice into the pile of letters as I await a little antsy.
Go and give me your perception check.
I got a 13, which is shockingly low.
You can hear her in the other room, but you do not hear the sound of the shower stopping upstairs. But she will return holding your wallet and keys before it seems as though she's noticed as well as she hands you those. And what was that?
Huh? Was that? And as I take the keys, does the key have a fob on it?
It does.
All right, I press the unlock button on it when she hands it over to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she looks at you strangely as you both turn to face a slightly confused looking gentleman with a towel wrapped around his waist as he's, honey, who are you talking to? As he looks across the kitchen to see himself standing next to his wife.
As soon as the wife looks over towards the stairs, I am bolting for the door. I'm running like Giuliani's hair dye.
Yeah, under cries of chaos and surprise, as well as a man yelling, "Wait, what the hell?" You will take off into the driveway where you can see the unlocked vehicle.
Is it just me out here?
Lucius is parked down the road a bit in the wrecker.
Okay. Well then, yeah, I'll get into the driver's seat as quickly as possible, and I will drop the wallet by the driver's side door as I back out of the driveway.
Alrighty. Go and give me one drive check as a man trying to hold his towel in place comes running out.
All right, drive out with an 18.
Yeah. Clean as can be. You pull out, leaving him standing there yelling at you from the driveway as he does notice his wallet, stops to pick that up. As you take off down the road, Lucius, you can see that the repossession was successful.
Made that look easy for us.
Well, that seemed like a nice couple. I wish we could only take jobs from assholes.
That would be ideal. Start up the wrecker and start following after. But we got to do whatever pays the bills right now.
Inside the wrecker, Lucius, you're looking over the automated email response you have from Matilda that says, "On vacation. I'll be back in 2 weeks. If you need anything, you can reach my assistant Lauren at the following number. If this is Xavier or Lucius, I'll reach out when you're needed."
Yeah, I'll chuckle at that.
But it's an early start to the day as you guys pull back in. Oswald, you have finally convinced the crab scurries that you are good enough to go back to work.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention, you're probably tired of seeing pictures of Cobbler with Gore on your phone.
Yeah.
At this point, it's very clear he's got the baby Bjorn.
Oh my god. Put that on my mental shopping list that I need to buy a baby Bjorn. Yeah, I'll whenever I can, I'll sneak over to my apartment and change clothes. I probably haven't done that in a few days either.
Oh, no, they're in your apartment.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll go to my closet and change clothes.
Oh, change clothes. You're naked.
I will put on clean clothes, unlike my boss, and I will then go to work. Even with 2 full days of rest, that is still not enough to fully recover the subdual damage that I took. So I'm still not feeling 100%, but I'm feeling well enough to go to work.
Yeah, back at the office, Dosh, Barry is checking in with you, with everybody kind of out and about. How's everything been going?
I'll say excellent. I think I seem to have a strange relationship with Tower Optics. I'm not fully understand yet, but they gave me these new upgrades, so I'm happy about that. How about you? How have things been here?
I think things are going very well. As much as and he'll turn and like squint at Sharap working in the office. As much as I'm not always the biggest fan of new people, I do think that everybody here is doing a good job.
Good to hear. I trust your judgment.
You will hear the sound of vehicles pulling into the back lot that you guys have, as Barry will start cleaning up the area and tidying up the conference room. Gore is ecstatic with his new phone, but yeah, with that, you will all find yourselves back in the office. This bright, early, crisp, but not snowing morning.
I probably
Sounds
would have
good.
gotten halfway to the office before I realized that I didn't have coffee in my hands, and I'm used to doing that. So I would have then hung a left, picked up coffee before I came in.
I'll walk in, giving the cat a little bit of attention, and then tell Gore to please call up Ophelia and let them know that we have the goods.
You got it, boss.
When I come in, I'll look at Gore with my hands outstretched, like gimme.
Yeah, he will pull Cobbler out of his baby Bjorn and hand it to you.
And I will I'll hold him to my chest and bounce off to my room.
Within a little bit, Oswald will arrive with coffees in hand for everybody.
Oswald, you look better.
Feeling better. You could tell I don't feel well. I probably like the black eyes around my face and all the bruising and puffiness has probably gone down, but I still have like bags under my eyes. I look a little more disheveled than I normally do. Needed to take my mind off of stuff. We got work today, boss?
Yeah, we started a little bit early, finished a job. We'll figure out what we're gonna do next. Maybe get some breakfast over it.
After a moment, I'll come back from my room into the conference room or the employee lounge with Cobbler and Ranger Sand's crazy book. I don't remember. I just call it his crazy book. I don't remember what his order was called. Otherwise, I'd be more specific.
Yeah, his order was the Order of Extinction.
Order of Extinction. How could I have forgotten? I'll come over to the couch and set Cobbler down and pick up where I left off.
I'll raise an eyebrow looking at that book. Some bad memories. How far into that are you?
Well, I have to keep on reading the same couple of pages over and over again. I'm not sure I understand this. What language is it written in?
It is written in Draconic.
Okay, yeah. I definitely don't understand any of it. It's a lot of browsing pictures and looking for anything I recognize, really.
Based on pictures and whatnot, you can definitely tell the book seems to have a lot of references to the Saint Arcani, but has equally as many references to Azdan, the god of death.
Hmm.
If you have linguistics, if you want to roll that to see what more you get from it.
Oh, does the asterisk mean you can use it untrained?
It is trained only.
Yep, I get that shit.
Then looking through it, there's just a lot of crazy pictures of death gods, ancient paladins, and strange beings that look almost robotic but are not.
Do any of the cool woodcut illustrations in here look like the sludge monsters?
There's a part that seems similar to what you saw, but it doesn't quite display it in the same way, right? Like you'd say that you think this might have to do with the sludge monsters, but it's more like it's a chapter referring to the sludge itself and not what it creates.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I'll just be browsing over that while the other goings on of the office happen around me.
Shrub will come up to you, Lucius, as you return, and I think we're doing very well. That last payout has definitely put us on a good 2-year plan.
Hopefully that was worth it. Take a sip of my drink and kind of curdle my nose a little bit and make it taste like coffee.
I'm curious. Can you do that to mine too?
You don't like yours either?
Well, I just want to know what he's always drinking.
Yeah, black coffee.
Yours is the closest to actual coffee.
Yeah, it's the cinnamon blonde roast, so it's just like coffee with a little bit of oat milk and cinnamon.
Oh yeah, I look over at your cup and suddenly it changes flavor.
I take a sip and just set it down.
Yeah, I don't know why you would think that Lucius would have good taste in coffee.
Yeah, it's definitely like Folgers too. You can taste the wood chips in it.
Yeah. I'll say you usually find inspiration in the oddest places. Just not in this coffee cup.
Yeah, each their own, I guess. I am kind of curious about that book. With an appraise check, perhaps can I get a sense of whether or not it's something that we want to look into? Like, does it look like it's old and, I don't know, unique, or is it just something that you'd find in a library or any order of extinction or whatever they are? Just has these things.
It's a bestseller.
Yeah, right.
Got the bestseller sticker on it.
Find it in every 7-Eleven.
Yeah. Ranger Sands just was a huge fan of Dan Brown novels.
On a scale of Dan Brown to the Enchiridion, where does it fall?
Yeah, I guess go ahead and give me an appraise check.
I attempt to do that.
Yeah, if you're hovering over me, I'll hold the book up to you or hand it over to you if you wanted to read it.
Yeah, thank you. and the book will float in my hands, and I get a total of 25 on my appraise check. Looking it over.
Yeah. Looking this over, this book looks hand-bound. It is probably not something you could find in most places. Looks like it's probably more of a private creation used by members of that sect.
And I can tell that the language is Draconic.
You can, yes.
I feel like I would assume that you have that, but I shouldn't assume that you have that language. Do you?
Oh, actually, I don't. I don't have any languages. Yeah, looking it over, I'll look to you and say, perhaps we should send this to somebody to actually see what this says.
Yeah, I was looking to see if it had any references to other members, because well, it's just collecting dust in my room.
Look to Gore and say, Gore, find us somebody that can translate this book. It's in Draconic.
He'll look up from his phone and, yeah, can do. How soon do we need him?
It's not critical, but just as soon as you can, I guess.
Will do. And he just goes back to his phone.
But yeah, I guess hold on to it in the meantime. Got a weird feeling about it.
Oswald will be on a data pad looking up local news from the Selene preserves and surrounding areas. Just trying to catch any hint of what's going on out there, what the aftermath ended up being.
Oh yeah, did it make the news?
I'm suspecting no, which is going to make me look harder.
But this would have been months ago, right?
Yeah, it's a little over a month ago at this point. The news does cover it. They say unscheduled explosions caused slight avalanche in the Selene area.
So they didn't find remains of Belanca?
But somehow did of Sands. Or I guess I would have known he was out there.
They say that still declared lost but presumed dead, Park Ranger Dalek Sands. Doesn't seem to be covered up in such a way that implies anything nefarious, so much as news goes, it's slowly morphed into something that happened a while ago and no longer really relevant.
Yeah. Since I know there's more to the story, I'm going to jump to the conclusion that it is being covered up. So I'm going to be, over time, I'll have started to wander to less and less reputable sources of information to try and see what the follow-up ended up being. Because I know there was a giant spider monster out there that was uncontained, and I want to know what happened to it.
Yeah, absolutely. There are definitely conspiracy boards you can go to that have a wide variety of guesses and ideas. Some of them make reference to secret organizations that possibly are working with Amon in order to prevent people from knowing the truth.
We need a Alex Jones type NPC that we can track on the internet who sends out videos from the dark basement.
We nearly had one, but they got squished. It was going to be a PC.
I think I'd rather have an Art Bell guy.
Oh yeah, that actually is better. Like a more positive.
Well, just kind of like positive,
kind of skeptical,
sort of neutral host that hosts a bunch of crazy people.
Yeah.
Collins.
I used to listen to that show all the time in high school.
So yeah, Oswald will be spending his time ingesting information from those perfectly healthy and reasonable sites.
And probably after maybe 30 minutes of kind of not doing anything, I'd suggest maybe we go get breakfast. We had a pretty early start.
I'll stand up, make as though I'm ready to go. I'm clearly less enthusiastic than I normally am.
You want a piggyback ride?
Oh.
They got the good eggs now.
Not
eggs
quite
are good.
Yeah, not quite yet, actually. They have, like I said, a couple weeks
Video
before they
game
have the
rules. Video game rules. As soon as you get the item, you can produce.
I like how Lucius is unintentionally getting my hopes up and then squishing them.
Heading across the street, they're not too busy, and Sabrina and Esper will wave to you guys to take a seat wherever you'd like. In the back, Karashi will lean out and wave as well. Though you can see he looks pretty rough. Swollen face, bruises covering him as he is working away in the kitchen. Once he sees you, though, after he waves, he'll call over Sabrina. They'll share some words for a moment, or before she walks over to the table that you guys are seated at, and let you know that, hey, we're not going to rig menus this time. We made something special for you guys. So it'll be just a moment.
Eyes will widen and light up.
I'm looking around thinking oh shit, is it somebody's birthday? Should I have gotten a gift for somebody? God damn it.
I didn't come into work and I get to sign the office card.
I'm going to look over at Oswald and gently poke the puffiness on the side of one of his bruised black eyes. You wanna borrow my sunglasses?
Sure.
It's the giant the giant white ones.
Right. I'll put those on. half just for a goof. I'll turn back to you and say, "How do I look?" And I'll give you kind of a weak smile. Then I'll realize I'm asking the wrong person, and I'll turn to Dosh and say, "How do I look?"
I'll look a little like doubted, like, sorry, I think part of it's my fault, but you look good.
I'll just nod and kind of lean back and drink coffee if we have that already.
Yeah. With that, Sabrina will come over holding 2 plates, Esper with 2 more, as a young Eric will come running up and say, "Bold breakfast!"
Did he say bold breakfast or bowl breakfast?
You're pretty sure he meant bold breakfast.
Awesome.
As Sabrina and Esper will say, "Yes, this is our new bold breakfast."
Bold brequisitions?
That's even better. Bold brequisitions. A bacon weave over a layer of hash browns with onions and green peppers. 4 fried runny eggs covered in chorizo gravy with a side of gallows sauce. A hot sauce that Karashi specially gets. And of course, it is on the house.
Wow.
Oh, this is incredible. You've really outdone yourself.
Oh, no.
Mm.
Thank you. They'll let us know if you need anything before they wander off to take care of other patrons.
I'll call out thank you.
Yeah.
Eric's nose and eyes can be seen just barely poking above the edge of your table as he watches you all to see if you eat it.
And I do.
Yeah.
Is the
I'll start
gallows
eating.
sauce one of those like punishingly hot
Oh, yeah, like
million Scoville sauces?
correct. Made from plants harvested from the Hoon Vastwood.
As I shovel the first bite into my mouth, I'll have the Magman hot sauce in hand. But then after a beat, I'll just put it down and slide it over to where all the other condiments are. It can take a break.
I'll ask the kid if he helped make this.
He will confirm that he invented it.
Well, it's a delight. Good job.
This is really good, Eric. Thank you.
He'll take off to go hang out with Lothar.
Then I will embarrass myself with the hot sauce.
All hot sauces are the same, right? This is just Tabasco. Blub, blub, blub.
Easily one of those weapons grade hot sauces that Fours, with his void metabolism, does not seem to give away the amount of heat that's actually there.
Oh God.
That's what makes it bold.
Yeah, probably several minutes to get over that. Then I wonder what happened to Karashi.
Maybe he's training the new chickens.
Yeah, what
Hmm.
what it is he's got injuries?
He looks like he's pretty beat up.
Whereabouts? Like his face or like all over?
Yeah, face and arms. I mean, not his cybernetic arm, of course, but
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
you can definitely see bruising on his scales and on the underside.
All right, fine. I'll get up and walk over to him.
Standing at the front counter by the register, you can yell through that fun small window.
Right.
With the hanging orders on it.
Yeah.
Pass bar. Y'all never worked in a restaurant?
No, I worked at Subway. If you call that a restaurant.
I've never worked at a restaurant with a pass bar.
Right.
I mean, Benny's barely counts, but yeah, it's called a pass bar.
I worked at an IHOP, and I climbed up their thing and stole the flag off the top of their building before I left.
Nice. I definitely had a mayonnaise fight with one of my coworkers. We were running around the place with bags of mayonnaise, and we were just like, yes. Anyways, it was all recorded, so. I walk up and I ding the bell, jokingly.
I'm so sorry.
Karashi, you look like you got beat up. What happened to you?
Between the sound of the griddle and him scraping eggs and moving him around, it's a rough day.
Sure, there's nothing we can help with? I would throw out a check for that, too. I want him to answer.
Yeah, go and give me that diplomacy.
All right.
Yeah, it wasn't the Howlers, was it?
I get a 16 total.
It was not the Howlers. I do some extra work in competitive sports.
Oh.
We got a Rocky on our hands.
But it was interrupted the other day, so.
Okay, well, take care of yourself, all right?
Yeah, he'll smile and, will do, Estebold.
Heading back to the table.
Yeah, Sabrina would come and check in with you guys, see if the food was okay or to your liking.
Yeah, it was really good.
It's really
Or
good.
is really good.
Give him a thumbs up with puffed out full cheeks.
Didn't even change the flavor.
Yeah,
Is
she'll.
that because you burnt all your taste buds off?
Oddly enough, my presentation doesn't seem to be working. It all tastes the same. She'll quietly mention at the table, having overheard you, that Kurashi's fine. He sometimes competes in the corn market arenas to get extra money.
Hmm. And it was broken up recently, huh?
Yeah, he said that they had to close early.
Sorry.
She'll kind of get that look of like, why are you saying it? Then it'll dawn on her of like, oh, well, everybody came home okay. She'll look and see Oswald, and for the most part.
Big ass
Yep.
sunglasses on.
Well, I'd love to spar with Karashi sometimes. I mean, maybe he could teach me something.
She'll say, oh, I'll pass it along to him.
And I'll pass on that.
It's always good to practice against Goro.
It's that one move where I grab you with my lower arms and just repeatedly punch you with the top ones.
Except this time, your one weakness isn't a nut shot.
Yeah, I'll put down my fork. I probably ate about half of it.
Yeah, when we get close to where we're just picking at food and stuff, I'll look over to Forrest and ask, we got any new jobs in?
I'll pull out my data pad, fire it up, see if I've got any new notifications.
Yeah, there's notification from Ophelia saying, thank you for the repossession on the vehicle. They're sending a collection unit here shortly for you to pick up the car that you guys just got.
Looks like this morning's job is wrapping up today as I scan.
But there will be a little tag at the end of the email asking, do you all have nice clothes?
Used to. Put my robot hand on the table and give a rolling tap.
Do we get to go shopping? I say excitedly.
Looks like that's exactly what we're doing.
Yeah, I don't know if Quicksuit's going to cut it.
Mm-hmm.
Just respond back that we will do.
All right.
Yeah.
Gang goes shopping.
Yeah, you'll instantly get the response back from Ophelia saying, we're talking black tie. Make sure you look good. I'll have details for you in a couple hours.
Yeah, I will read that aloud to Lucius with a smile at the end. Black tie.
Yeah, my frown will turn into more of a frown. Yeah. Black tie.
I thought you
What do you
liked
think,
looking
Dosh?
fancy.
I like looking my own brand of fancy. Just rolled out of the couch and magicked himself back into some sort of working order.
I always picture it as college professor who shops at Goodwill and only has like less than 10 students attend his class. Like that level of dress.
Yep, that's a good one. So where are we going, Dosh?
Downtown.
Well, then I'll close up tab and thank them again for the awesome creative breakfast.
Sabrina and Esper will look proudly as you guys wave, and they'll give a wave out. Eric will run, try to push past you guys as he uses both hands to push open the door.
Give him a nod as we walk out.
Yeah, I'll muster a smile for Eric as we leave.
I'll look down as we pass by. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. He will smile as the door pushes him back into the restaurant. The crisp morning air and full bellies. Everyone inside seems to be doing well. Looks like you guys are going shopping.
Yeah, if we're good to go, just pop in the wrecker and start driving downtown.
Well, I'll pile into my usual spot in the back.
Same.
Dosh probably has permanent shotgun at this point just because he sometimes has stupid long legs.
That's the only way I can fit.
I feel like you'd have more leg room in the back.
Yeah, probably, but I don't sit in the back.
They'll probably pop on the morning news.
Yeah, the news is pretty light today. Worker strikes in the Arferi district. A shipping vessel crashed outside of Thus.
What's the name of the ship?
Let's see here. The ship name will be...
You don't have to do it. I'm so sorry.
I don't think you are sorry, John.
Yeah, we'll call it... The ship name will be the Cerulean Dragon.
like a gentle breeze.
Don't worry, Sean, I caught that one.
Thank you.
As you guys head downtown, you can see people are starting to take down the leftover lights and ornaments that were put up for Saints Week, as that has come to an end. And there's all the post kind of holiday sales going on.
I'll still be bitter that I wasn't able to send those Bah Humburger shirts to those Applied Solutions assholes.
Well, we
Lost
turned out to be less fortunate than they were.
Yup.
You see a new billboard going up. From the writer and producer of Jamak comes a new play called Chasing Dragons. About 3 guys lost on an island. It's not hard to find parking downtown. No matter what the price is, it always feels too expensive.
Yep. We find ourselves in us living in Seattle, there's that mall district downtown. Something like that.
I guess I'd search for a place that's not as expensive as where I went when I went alone, but still someplace somewhat nice.
Okay.
You're determined not to have us stick to the 2-year plan.
I was gonna mention that too.
You spent how much on suits? For Shrubdale.
Yeah.
Spent more suits than you made on the mission.
It's an
As long
investment.
as I don't get shot, this suit will pay for itself.
We're gonna need them for our job interviews when this one fails.
Yeah, I was thinking you guys were quirky and cool and you showed up to a job interview in tuxedos, but I'm starting to get it.
You'll be able to find a higher up, but not as high as Mithrane's, clothing shop to go into to start purchasing.
Probably gonna have to pay extra to get him to do it today.
Yeah, not being a fan of the process of getting clothes. Dosh, can you just do what you did for me last time?
Take your measurements in your sleep.
I'm sure you already have them.
Oh, I already have everyone's measurements. I didn't need you to come here, but you need to be exposed to this kind of stuff, you guys. You live in a hovel.
I live in an apartment.
Yeah, exactly.
We found you in a box.
You live in an apartment complex called the Hamlet Thorpe.
I'm just following Dash's lead on this. I don't think I've ever bought a suit.
Yeah, I'll wander around looking at stuff, geez, who wears this? Kind of holding things out and just just expecting Dosh to just find something for me.
I'm going through racks and stuff and pulling clothes off, not to buy them, but to compare colors.
Is this place exclusively menswear?
No, I'd say it's all kinds of mid-range fashion.
Okay. I think the dresses are probably going to catch my eye because they're probably a lot more colorful and interesting.
Yeah, we'll find you something good.
Probably eventually looking at the ties. Even though it was supposed to be black tie, I'm looking at all the ties that aren't black.
Well, we can make that work, my friend. We can make that work.
Is there a security guard, just out of curiosity, is there a security guard following Oswald around? The guy with the swollen face.
Bulky equipment on his back and
Bulky
giant
equipment.
oversized sunglasses.
Really scubby looking street clothes.
Wearing a hoodie.
Yeah.
And a massive mining rig on his back, which is going to have to go, I got to say.
Can't pull out something artsy this time.
There's definitely a security guard watching all of you.
Who, me?
But they mostly seem distracted because they're currently throwing out one of the vagrants that seems to have wandered in.
Does it look familiar? I had lunch with the guy.
Some of my best friends are vagrants.
I mean, he looks to the rest of the party. You see the disheveled hair, the rough beard coming in, but it does look like Ravik Stokes.
I'll kind of go intercede and see if I can escort Ravik out without the security guard starting anything.
Okay. Do you have a check you want to use with that, or just?
Well, yeah, I'll throw a diplomacy at him.
Yeah, just mention to the guard that you got this.
Yeah, I got a 29. I'll grab like a sweater or something off of a rack and one that would fit him and buy it for him, and then ask him if he needs anything else.
He looks up at you, kind of confused. With the 29, yeah, the security guard is 100%. Oh, thank God, and just walks away from this problem.
Yeah, I don't pay him enough.
Ravik, upon seeing you, will, as you hold out the sweater for him, he'll You're an empanada, right? No, you're the tamale. You're a tamale dish?
I think I am. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He'll motion to himself, and as he's trying to put on the sweater, as you can hear him underneath it, his muffled sounds of dish. No, dish dash. Dosh. It's Dosh, right?
Hey, it's good to see you again. How you been?
Good. I thought about it. Dosh, I'm not Carlos.
I didn't think you were, but what do I know?
Well, you said you find stuff, right?
I do.
I think I lost my mind.
Oh, where do you think you lose it at?
There were those guys, in the alley.
Guys in the alley. I don't remember the guys in the alley.
Yeah, he'll press on his head a bit before he's like, no, not the house, the alley. Before he'll, with sweater on, will apologize and start to try to leave the building.
I'll walk out with him.
Yeah,
Is the sweater from the store?
Mhm.
it is.
Okay.
And we have observed that.
Absolutely.
Is that person human?
Corleone.
Carlian, okay.
See, do I have bonuses against him?
Yeah, unfortunately, that's what I'm asking, because what I want to do, I need a bonus. So it's a long
you don't-
shot.
You don't need any bonuses if you believe in yourself.
You just believe in yourself and roll 20s.
That's
Yeah,
the hard
just throw
hard
rocks.
cards or dice or something.
That guy seems super weird, and just the way that he was starting to come back to like he realized that he was talking to Dosh, and then he's losing his mind. I'm just curious, with a sense motive, is he under any magical effects?
Yeah, go and give me a sense motive.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I got a total of 20. Pretty sure I needed 25.
With a 20, you can sense that he doesn't seem to have any. There's not like a maliciousness behind him or anything like that. Seems to be a gentleman honestly confused. It sounds like he's running two different narratives.
But yeah, I would just be curious, because I want to talk to Dosh about it, but definitely won't interfere and let Dosh do his thing. Once they leave, just continue to look at clothes and sneer at them.
I'll ask him if he ever found a Sayer.
Yeah, he'll stare at you for a bit. And who's that?
I don't know. You were telling me last time we spoke you needed to find him, and that I was always welcome at the Oasis home.
Oh, he'll stop, count for a bit before. Oh, that's not my home. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think I was lost, and that's not where I stay.
That's okay. Everyone gets lost sometimes. How can we help you get found?
I need to find where I stay? No. I need to find where, and he'll stop and count off again before I could show you the alley.
Yeah, let's go.
But yeah, he'll take off away from the department store as you guys watch out the window as Dosh heads away.
I'll tell the guys that I think I gotta help this dude, but I'll be right back. Over my sliver.
I'll just be here, useless without you.
I've got an armful of sparkly and spangly evening dresses piled on one arm, and I'm headed for the changing room.
Yeah, outside Ravik will lead you down the street a bit before turning into one of the alleyways where he stops between one of the dumpsters and a door and will say, "It was here. I found him here."
Who was it?
He looks around conspiratorially for a moment before he says, "I think it was Carlos."
Who's Carlos? The guy you thought you were?
Yes.
What happened to Carlos?
He was hurt. They hit him and then saw me and then hit me. And he'll kind of reach up and with his matted hair and kind of push it aside a bit and they hit me hard.
Does he have like an open wound now, or is it just hair and mat?
You can see where the hair has been shaved aside and looks like there's a tain has been forcefully put in.
Oh shit. Yeah, interesting. Hey, why don't you come with me for a minute?
Ooh, tamale?
Yeah, we'll get tamales after.
Dosh busts out a switchblade.
Just like no, I'll say over my sliver. I'll say I think this guy's. I don't know how to describe this. He's had a tain like forcefully implanted into his brain against his will. It looks like that's causing the issues. I'm guessing with his memory and what's happening to him.
I
Yeah.
immediately feel colder. I put down all the ties.
He did seem pretty split up,
Yeah,
and that is very odd.
I want. Is Dr. Francis? Isn't he going to show up soon? I'm hoping maybe we can get him to look at this guy.
Oh, Dr. Francis would have showed up at Oswald's apartment
Oh, okay.
because that's what he was called for.
Maybe we can stop by his practice.
Yeah, let's do that.
If anything, I
So-
might be able to get this guy like just at least a check once over. I'm sure he hasn't seen a proper doctor in ages.
Yeah, sorry to cut the shopping quick, but it sounds like we just need to grab some generic stuff and go then.
Yeah, I'll head back to the store and get the guy something that all looks good. It won't be like tailored, but stuff that will fit.
Yeah, go and toss me that appraise.
All right. Please roll good. I rolled a 19 on my appraise.
Oh man, if only I cared enough to help.
Yeah, I mean, a 19 is you found the best you kind of could without getting it tailored.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like a super good roll would be like you found the exact size.
Yeah.
But yeah, you found appropriate dresses, ties, overcoats, things that all look nice and give you guys kind of a sense of balance that all works together for you.
Is my silly Magnus coat considered fancy wear?
That work for the dress code?
Right.
I
Having a
imagine
hard
Josh took that into account that, I mean, you're not supposed to wear it the whole time, of course.
Yeah, I'm not wearing it now, but
Oh yeah, well, we'll make it work. I got the colors coordinated for it, and I even got Oswald a non-black tie.
Brighten a little bit of that. I probably was coming up to the front with like this very plain looking, very narrow black tie.
It's a brightly colored patterned tie.
It's got world's best #1 dad.
With like a bass underneath it on a line, fishing line.
and a wrench and a football.
Josh, you should maybe think about calling Max. He might know something about that stuff.
Can you remind me who Max is?
Max DeRoom, the cybernetics doctor on the RV recovery job.
Oh.
if he'll talk to us.
If he'll talk.
If I was him, I would have driven as far away as possible.
Yeah. Can you give him a call, Lucius?
Yeah, we'll give it our best. My phone will float out of my pocket and in front of my face. I will dial him.
Yeah, as you guys are all standing on the streets of downtown, the sound of loud music will fill your HCOM for a moment before you hear a hello, who's this?
An old friend, Max.
The phone immediately hangs up.
That could have gone better. Dial again.
Yeah, you'll hear, hey man, I don't have anything. We're doing fine. Thank you.
Good to hear, but
No
I'd like
buts.
to employ you.
I'm listening.
I knew you would. Are you still in Dusk Banter?
No, I'm up in Sordai.
We have his equipment, right? After that whole incident, we walked away with his gear and the camper van.
Correct, yes.
While you guys are talking, I'm going to be leading the group along to the tamale stand.
Yeah, I've got somebody that's had a tane forced in their body, and I want you to look at it.
Yeah, you can hear he does kind of a nervous gulp. I don't know what you mean. What?
You're the best expert I know at this, and I need your help, and I will pay you.
2,000 credits. And my stuff back.
Yeah, 2,000 credits.
And my
No.
stuff?
I'm gonna try to give that no stuff back, and roll a diplomacy about it. Is it diplomacy or is it?
Yeah, I mean, unless you're trying to intimidate him.
No, I don't think I'm trying to intimidate him. Yep, no stuff back. I get a total of 23.
He's like, no, it's, yeah, we can discuss that part later, I guess. But 2,000 credits?
2,000 credits.
Yeah, I can be down there in a couple days.
See you then. Click. Really doing damage to that 2-year plan.
Look over at Lucius from the back, and I'd say, it's got to feel pretty good to get the last word in there. Matilda usually doesn't let you do that.
Ouch.
What a jerk.
I get him in when I can.
Your conversations with her are so public. I can't help but notice.
Anyways, looks like it's going to be a couple days till he gets here.
Hey, well, I'm buying I just named it Ravik a tamale. I'll be kind of asking him about like where he's currently staying and stuff, or if he has a place he's staying at.
Yeah, when he's eating, he seems to be a little bit more with it because he has something to focus on. But he would point back down the alley that you guys had just come from.
Cool. Probably, let's say that's over the sliver. I don't know. Maybe it's better to just let him do his thing and we come pick him back up.
Is he going to be safe?
I mean, he's been on the street for months now, as long as I'm aware.
Right.
But I mean, we can
That's
always try
probably
to take him back. I don't know how
how
with
well that
it.
would go.
Yeah, I don't know
I
if he's
think you're right.
violent or not. I have no idea of any of that stuff.
Or we make him very uncomfortable or something. Hard to
Yeah,
say.
exactly.
How do we keep an eye on him?
I'll give him my HCOM. Since I have the sliver, I don't necessarily need the HCOM.
Ravik still has the HCOM you gave him.
Oh, okay. Is it charged?
It is not.
I'll plug it in. Can I plug it into me?
Yes.
New functionality, guys. Give me your phones.
Yeah, don't tell Gore.
Please tell me it's on your pelvis.
But yeah, Ravik will, through a mouthful of food, will basically just be talking with whichever one of you seems to answer back at the time, while Dosh and Lucius are speaking. We'll ask about your cool coat, Oswald.
It's not really a coat, Ravik. It lets me get around. Hey,
The purple puffy jacket that you got.
oh, that one?
Your coat.
Coat. Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, it's nice. It keeps you warm, I guess. It's good for cold weather. Like your sweater, right?
Yeah. My wife bought me the sweater.
Oh, okay. And I'm trying really hard to like not look at his head and try and see like a scar or anything.
There's an antenna that's spinning around in a circle.
I'll give him a light bump on the arm. So where are you from originally?
He turns and looks at you like he's seeing you kind of for the first time, even though you guys have been talking.
Yeah.
But we'll. Oh, no. Yes, I live. I'm from Avila. Where are you from?
Oh, I'm from Anise. Avila, that's all the way on the other side of the world, isn't it?
Yeah, he'll kind of look at Dosh and look back at you. It's like, oh, like maybe he's figured something out before. Yeah, it's really far away.
When's the last time you were there?
He'll get a sad look as he cannot remember.
Yeah. I'll just
Who did that to you, Ravik?
Yeah, he'll tug on his sweater again, and Dosh got it for me.
Oh, no, like your head. Looks like you got hurt.
Oh, yeah, it was the guys who killed Carlos.
Okay.
He'll finish a tamale before shoving another one into his pants pocket.
Almost as good as pocket tater tots.
I'll go to the tamale guy and I'll give him like enough for like 20 tamales and say, just give him one when you see him around until you run out. Credits.
The tamale guy remembers you from before, and yes, not a problem. Will do.
And then I'll give him a tip.
Yeah, yes, as he pockets the money, and
I'll go to Ravik and say, hey Ravik, if you're ever hungry, man, you just come back here, okay? These guys are they're cool and they give tamales for free to friends, and you're one of their friends.
Ravik will, awesome, thank you.
Hopefully that will be enough to like keep him around this area, so if his phone dies again, we can find him.
The tamale guy will make sure that Ravik at least acknowledges him, and will try to keep him near his cart.
Cool.
How do you know Ravik, Dosh?
When I was out about town on one of our day offs, I ran into him and I looked down on his luck, so I just bought him a tamale and we just started chatting.
Okay.
That's about it. Seemed like a good guy. Down on his luck, little worse for the wear, little struggling with his, mental faculties a little bit, but not much you can do about that. But this time it kind of seems like maybe there's a reason for it, and maybe we might be able to help him.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, we got our suits, right?
Yeah, we should have our suits and stuff, and we should be good to go.
Sounds good. Or it doesn't sound like we got much going on for the rest of the day. Maybe we go to a pub or something and catch a game.
Ophelia says she's going to be back in touch in a few hours.
Oh, yeah.
I forget the time frame on that.
Yeah, so never mind. It's probably been a few hours.
While you guys are hanging out downtown, couple things. Oswald, your HCOM will ring. Popping up on your sliver, you'll see the smiling faces of Mary and David.
Oh, hi, Mom and Dad. What's going on?
You'll hear them both as they try to say at the same time, but don't quite line it up. Like, hi, Oz. We got the tickets, honey. When do you guys want to come up?
Oh, how long is it until the festival?
You have about 2 weeks.
Okay. be like looking over at Lucius as I'm kind of like talking out loud, and then I can only hear one side of the conversation. Say, yeah, we were looking at the timing on that festival of families to come join you at. I think boss says we can come up there in about a week, and I'm looking at him with a big questioning look on my face.
And you get a yes nod.
Yeah, about a week.
Oh, excellent, excellent. And you said there was 4 of them, right?
Well, let's see. There's the 4 of us, and then there's like some other folks. I'm kind of like looking at Lucius again, like how many of us are going?
Who do you want to invite?
Shit. I guess everybody. So that's what plus Barry, Gore, and Sharap makes 7. So yeah, 7 of us.
You'll hear David kind of 7 for Marian's like, that sounds fine.
We're not made of money. I'm on a fixed income.
Well, we'll set up the extra rooms.
Okay.
All right, so we'll see you guys in a week.
Yeah,
Yeah, they'll
that's good. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
look back to each other. Bye, Oz.
Bye. Talk to you later.
All right, bye.
As we're eating tamales on the side of the street, I'm looking around at all of the crazy big electronic displays and downtown billboards,
Mhm.
which I imagine are, like that giant Asian lady from Blade Runner.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely holograms and illusion spells cast to work with the billboards to create more interactive displays. There is a sign twirler dressed up in comically oversized armor.
Is he a tax program?
For a local sandwich shop, but you could tell with. Actually, let's see here. Go ahead and give me a knowledge religion.
Oh, moi?
Yeah,
Got this.
I'll take it for anybody, but
Throw in a knowledge religion.
I don't really do that.
I only got a 9.
Wait, not plus 0.
yeah, both of you look at the large pauldrons, the giant helmet, the kind of look of it, and you're like, oh, I think I know what that is, but doesn't really come to mind. As they're twirling a sign advertising 2-foot-long sandwiches.
Those big ass sandwiches.
That's speaking my language.
As you guys are looking at them, as Brevik has finished off the tamale and hanging out next to Arturo, the tamale cart guy, you guys get the call from Oswald's parents. But go and give me a perception check, all of you.
I don't do those things.
Realize today I get to take 10 in all my perception checks.
Oh.
Damn.
So I'm not rolling, and I have an 11.
Oh, I thought you meant that taking 10 gave you an 11. Like it was, I can take 10 with my +1.
That is what happened. I have a total of 11.
Okay.
Beats my 16 somehow.
22 for me.
21 for me.
Fours and Oswald, you will spot the small red dot that seems to drift across the table,
Oh shit.
past Ravik, and lands on Lucius.
I will spear tackle Lucius immediately.
I will step in front of where the red dot is.
The hell is going on?
There is a distant clap.
If I'm aware of it, or if I can, I will definitely try to.
Mhm.
I'm pretty reactionary. 29.
Ooh.
All right, the DC was 26.
Damn.
The distant clap goes off as Oswald and Fours take the reaction, tackling a very confused Lucius. Ravik sits up for a moment, kind of that worried as everyone starts moving. But Dosh with a 29, you will slap the bullet out of the air.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and all my get off me. That's like suddenly I'm just like, oh.
I'm just waiting to see if we're jumping into initiatives, because if we're not, I'm out of here. I'm trying to backtrace that bullet immediately.
I will stand up on the table and see if I can prevent any more from coming.
Yeah, trying to backtrace that, I need those perception checks.
Right, but you won't get one from me because I am crawling to safety.
I got a 13.
I would also be looking to see where the report of the shot came from with a 28.
Oswald, unfortunately, with tackling Lucius, you're looking around, but you're not spotting it. Four is had moved in front, but looking around, you'll catch the glint of glass on a distant building on the 15th floor.
Sliver that to the rest of the group.
All right, I'll position myself in front of that way.
Off I go. Most direct path.
And I'll stay with Lucius, continue to provide meat shield service.
I'll be like crouched behind like a mailbox or something like that, and I'll grab you down with me. Like, I don't need you to be a meat shield. Just need you to take cover.
As you guys are taking cover, you and Fours, your phone will ring as you'll see Ophelia's number pop up on your sliver display.
My phone will again magically levitate in front of me, and I'll pick up and say, "Bad time."
Oh, come on, I don't.
Getting shot at, and the screen turns off.
With that, Oswald, what is your armor class?
While moving?
Yes. And this would be versus touch.
That's not the same as attack opportunity. Only a 17. Less. I suppose I'd be able to use momentum to have lightning stance.
Mm-hmm.
So that would give me 50% concealment. If
Yeah,
I need it. That's a free action to turn that on.
Perfect. As you fling yourself across buildings, bouncing off the side of retail stores, across billboards, and up into the air, you will hear another clap as where your mining gear was currently holding against the wall and where you just bounced off of, you'll see the brick shatter as another bullet slams into that area.
Ooh.
But you are quick enough to have dodged it.
Mm.
But as it is, when you get to the 15th floor of the East Rayland condominiums, you find the empty balcony. You see the 2 spent casings on the floor, but the patio door is open.
I rush inside.
Rushing inside, you see the body of a man, bullet in his head, bleeding out on the carpet.
Is there a gun in his hand or nearby?
There is not. This person seems to be in their morning shorts with simply a t-shirt on. No weapons about them at all.
Okay. I'm looking around for more open doors. I'm expecting that somebody is fleeing, so I want to chase.
Yeah, go ahead and give me your initiative.
Okay. My initiative. Total of 20.
As you enter into the hallway of the condominiums, you see the elevator door closes, as well as you see the door on the stairs closing.
Fuck. I'm going to run towards the door to the stairs, and I'm hoping it's the type of elevator where I can tell whether it's going up or down while you're waiting for it to, from any given floor.
Yeah, you can see that it's going down, but you can't see what floor it's at. It's not like it doesn't have the list
Sure.
across
That's fine.
top. Okay.
Down from 15. Okay. I'm going for the stairwell.
Back down on the street, Ravik will come over to you guys and ask, is everything okay?
I'll yell at him to get down.
Get down, Ravik.
Yeah, he will crawl underneath the table next to you at Fours.
I forget Arturo.
Yeah, Arturo is bolted for an alley. But you guys will hear the distant siren of Seekers.
My instinct is we got to get out of here.
I'll sliver to Oswald for an update.
In pursuit. There's a dead guy on the 15th floor. That's probably about as much mental attention as I'm going to spare you.
That's fair. Yeah, I'll tell the guys that I think Oswald chased them, so they're probably not shooting, so we probably can move.
All right. I guess let's get to that building then. How close is the wrecker to us?
It's in a parking garage a bit away. Like, you weren't able to park right
Right.
next to the clothing store.
Right. And then this building's probably blocks away.
Correct,
Oswald
yeah.
is.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult on foot. Like, Oswald's able to get over buildings and bounce off billboards.
Right.
And so he's not impeded by the fact that you guys are having to go around blocks. Not only that, like finding parking kind of thing.
I say we get back to the wrecker and be careful, Oswald. If you don't think you need to chase, then don't. We'll figure it out. But yeah.
I'll be running close to Lucius's side, keeping an eye out, sort of trying to run Secret Service.
I'll tap you on the shoulder or grab you on the shoulder, say thanks for watching out for me, and cast Bullet Shield on you.
That's that thing I never get. That's right.
Very well. So we cut as you guys are running towards the parking garage. Oswald.
Well, my hope was like I would enter the stairwell and I'd be able to hear whether there was somebody else in the stairwell like moving in a hurry. I figure if there's somebody who's in a hurry in their stairwell, they're probably easier to hear.
Mhm. The stairwell is silent.
Well, shit. I'll do that thing where I like peek into like the center like empty space and look up and down and see if I can see anybody.
The terrified face of an older woman holding her dog looks up at you.
I'll shout at her. Did somebody just run past?
No?
Why are you scared? And I'm like looking up, like past, like higher, without really waiting for an answer.
Who are you?
Hear that vague, like, I heard gunshots.
Yeah, if I don't see anything up above me, then yeah, I'm gonna use the central cavity of the stairwell and use grappling hooks to go down in a hurry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, getting to the bottom there, you would see the front doorsman laying on the floor, though not bleeding or anything. Looks like they've been hit fairly hard as they're sitting there nursing what will probably eventually become a pretty bad black eye.
Okay, so this looks like it just happened to him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll say over the sliver, doorman is hurt, and I'll keep going past.
Yeah, you find yourself outside of the building then, as you can hear and see the seekers at the end of the block rushing towards the condos.
Okay, then I'm going to turn and go the other direction because I assume that's what somebody who is running from me and the cops would do. And looking around for anybody else who looks like they're moving in a hurry, or God, I'm probably screwed if they're walking calmly and just trying not to appear nervous. I probably won't notice that.
Lucius, you will receive the email, "Call me when you're free," from Ophelia.
Yep. Got other things on my mind right now. Got to get back to that van.
Who would want you dead, Lucius? You're such a likable guy.
I don't know who cares enough to want me dead like this.
But yeah, as you turn and start going the other way, the seekers will pull up beside the condominium, though one of them will continue moving in your direction, Oswald.
Figure I probably have like one decent shot at being able to spot whether there's anybody traveling in a hurry in the same direction as me. If I don't see that pretty immediately, then I think I'm going to turn around and go back to the doorman, which probably means I'm going to get intercepted by a seeker.
Go ahead and give me that perception.
Total of 18.
Yeah, looking around, it's pretty calm out here. You're far enough away from your friends. You know, it's not the same familiar area. So there's definitely some people looking at you in your puffy coat and mining gear running down the street.
Mm-hmm.
Especially people caught in the confusion of the chaos, which is the barrage of Seekers vehicles pulling up. But we'll end that session with Seekers pulling up, pulling out guns, and asking you to stop.
Yeah, I'll turn and see them with guns drawn and stop still. I say, God damn it.
Thanks for listening. And of course, like, review, rate, 5-star, all that jazz if you can. Our intro and outro music is from Nihilord. The title of the track is Catabasis. Alright, have a good one. Bye!